slowly like ramming into somebody's fucking eyeballs.
Oh,
like,
it's awesome.
I got an eyeball thing. Guillermo del Toro. My tongue doesn't move like that. Cabinet of Curiosities is a new show that he has coming up. That we're gonna watch this new. It's a kind of a first look trailer. It does show a lot of stuff from the show, but it's also it's still being worked on, so it's not like coming out next week or anything. I'm not sure. Do they have a release date of this yet? Do you know when that is?
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That would be my 40th birthday on October 25th.
All right.
I'm excited.
Actually, it is coming out a lot sooner than I thought then. But so October 25th, this is coming out, and they put out the first. This is the first. I think this not the first trailer. There was a teaser trailer.
No, yeah. This is like a Guillermo talking to you type of trailer.
Yeah, and we did. This is almost like one of them Alfred Hitchcock trailers from back in the day. So here is Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities. Here you go.
Cabinet of Curiosities is a show that I've always wanted to make. In this anthology, we gave ownership of each episode to the directors.
Action.
Each of the episodes has a whole world. They present you with different delights. Some are savory, some are sweet. You get a surprise from each of the bites. We wanted to create beautiful, practical creatures with all the artistry that goes into creating a great monster. We achieved some of the most remarkable images in the series. With Cabinet of Curiosities, what I'm trying to say is, look, the world is beautiful and horrible at exactly the same time.
So I'm going to let Nick do some talking because I know I'm excited about this as well, but I know that you're really excited about it. What did you gather from this trailer? What little tidbits did you take away?
One, Guillermo del Toro, as we all know, is a very visionary director. You look at Pan's Labyrinth, you look at, everything he's ever done. This is like what he is known for. And the thing about this is, it feels like what I want Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, or is it Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, Sideways Stories? Anyway,
that movie that came out a year in 2019.
Yeah. Based off those books, because those books, if you ever look at the artwork, is like really, really disturbing looking. And this is what Guillermo del Toro actually produced that movie. But this is what I want, that type of story. And this is kind of feels like Tales from the Dark Side if you ever watch the movie, or Tales from the Crypt a little bit. These are things that I get excited about because they're not traditional horror films. They're like, what can we do in an anthology series, which I always love about horror, is when you can do anthology, get different directors and throw them into the mix and see what they can come up with, and you have Guillermo del Toro helping out. And this shit is awesome. I mean, I am excited it's coming out on my birthday, but it's just everything about it. It looks like Pan's Labyrinth. It looks like every like great horror film, like Trick or Treat or something like that. And it just, the gothic nature and everything about what Guillermo del Toro stands for when it comes to like horror elements and stuff like that. It looks great.
It did.
I know. Yeah,
I'm super excited about this show, and I was when I first heard about it over a year ago, and that he was making something. I just had to see his name on it, and then it was going to be like an anthology series, and I was like, I'm on board. I'm cool. But just from this trailer alone, what I saw, the first shot, or one of the first shots that we see, is the fountain pen slowly like ramming into somebody's fucking eyeballs.
Oh, it's awesome.
I got an eyeball thing. I got an eyeball and fingernail thing, and that's just that. That episode, if it has that and somebody's fingernails being peeled off, it'll be the most horrific thing in the world. But That was horrifying but awesome. Also, you mentioned.
Okay.
No, I was gonna say you mentioned Tales from the Crypt. That's exactly what I said. This could be like the tale. I hope this show continues on because this could be like the Tales from the Crypt of not our generation. Tales from the Crypt was the Tales from the Crypt for my generation, or our generation. But this could be the Tales from the Crypt for today. I got a very Tales from the Crypt-esque vibe from it. Now, I mean, maybe not in that ironic twist of fate kind of way like the Twilight Zone does, but just the kind of like horror-themed anthology series. And man, each of them looks so fucking good. The practical effects, I don't think they will because he's not known for like covering everything up with CGI. He's one of these great directors, and I know he's not directing all of these, but he's definitely involved and his name's on it. But he's one of those directors who appreciates the practical effects and understands what digital or CGI is for. It's there to enhance the real thing that's there. It's not just, yes, he's had characters and things that were totally CGI. That's what made sense. But I get the sense, and everything he's made, he tries to go practical whenever he can. And then maybe add some digital flourishes here or there. And that's what CGI should be. Your whole movie shouldn't be CGI. It should be practical, as much practical as possible, and then you add that on top to just blend it all in. And it seems like that's what they're doing here. I saw lots and lots of practical work with the monsters and all that, and that's awesome. His movies are very well known for having those really out there, crazy, really unique-looking creatures like the hand-eye guy from Pan's Labyrinth and the Fawn, and I mean, Hellboy himself, which I know that wasn't his creation, but he definitely put his touch on it for that movie. And all of his movies have very unique creatures in them. Like when you see them, you say that's a Del Toro creature. And I'm just really excited overall about this. Something he said, excuse me, something he said in this trailer that I really thought was cool was he said that each director of each episode is going to have ownership of their story, which tells me that while he's probably going to be there as like to help, he's letting them tell their story, and that's really good. I mean, we've talked about many times how studios and execs and all these people, outside influences, will get involved with people's projects, and it changes them sometimes for better or for worse, but a lot of times for worse. I think it's really cool that he brought on. It's very much the opposite of the Disney Marvel effect. He's bringing on all these well-known horror or horror directors so that they can bring their style to this show. And I'm really excited to see that, because I'm really excited to hear him say, I'm going to let them do them. That's why we brought him here, because it doesn't make any sense to bring in all these directors that are known for horror and have their own style if you're not going to let them do their thing. So it's really cool that he's doing that.
That's why VHS was so good, because the directors were allowed to just kind of do their thing. And I mean, you go look at on IMDb and the cast list for all the episodes, and it's just stacked with people that have either done horror films before, like Crispin Glover and F. Murray Abraham, or people like Andrew Lincoln and Kate Micucci and stuff like that. It's like a murderer's row of just great. Peter Weller's going to be in one of the episodes. It's like a murderer's row of just great talent. On top of the directors, you have Panos Cosmatos, Jennifer Kent, all these people. It's just I cannot wait for this shit.
Del Toro himself, it said in the show, I didn't realize he's going to be directing one of them as well. I didn't catch the name of it, but in the trailer it showed the one. I've seen the imagery of the pentagram and it has the woman on it. It said whatever the name of that was, and directed by Guillermo del Toro. I was like, hell yes, he's directing one too. The show just keeps getting better and better every time I see it. I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, this thing really gave us some creepy imagery. That's all. It kind of set a vibe, and that's what I was looking for. Like that thing with the baby hand, where the lady's like sitting there with her baby, and like another baby's hand comes over and grabs her. That was fucking freaky as shit. Or the lady who's like like running at the screen. That was fucking freaky as hell too. And I'm wondering how long these episodes are going to be. Are they going to be like movie length, like hour and a half? Are they going to be just an hour, 30 minutes? Whatever it is, I'll take it, and I'll take all of it I can get. But I really hope that this show, first and foremost, I hope the show's good, but all indications point towards it will be good. Assuming it is good, I really hope it gets picked back up for a second, third, fourth, fifth season, and we have our new modern day Tales from the Crypt. This could be, because this is a Netflix thing, that whole, they've been leaning on Stranger Things all this time. Maybe this is the next thing that's going to pick up. Well, not after, because Stranger Things has one more season. But it could be that thing that draws more people to it. Because this seems like a show that, in my opinion, could... people in that community, horror community, film community, we know the name of Del Toro. And we see him and we know, oh yeah, him, and other people do too. But, there's some normies, if you will, that maybe aren't as familiar with his name. Maybe his work, but not his name. This seems like a show that could pick up lots of word-of-mouth steam, especially being on Netflix, and really it could draw some people towards the platform. So this seems like a really good move on Netflix's part. The only thing that worries me about it is that Netflix has been talking about cutting money back a lot, and I'm hoping because they greenlit this a while back, I'm hoping that, like, if it does get further seasons, they don't, because it looks expensive, that they don't say, well, you're a little bit too much money, we're going to cut back. But it also says that they're willing to spend money on the right projects. So I'm really looking forward to the 28th. It's 28th, right? 25th of October, which I know you are too, for multiple reasons, to see how this thing does and how it turns out. I hope it's just a huge hit. Was there anything else you pulled from this new trailer? Because I've only seen it the one time I recorded it this time.
Yeah, it has all the hallmarks and inclinations of just a cool, fun, crazy, over the top, and scary horror series. Like I said, if it can kind of do the same effect as like Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, I'm on board. So.
Oh yeah, the only thing it needs to add that Del Toro has done before in the past is big ass robots. We're gonna get a big ass robots episode. Probably not.
We could.
But who knows?
Episode 10.
Yeah. But yeah, Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities coming the 25th of October. That's really right around the corner, so be on the lookout for that. I'm really excited about this. You guys let us know in the comments below what you think and if you are looking forward to this show as well.